evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to some more OP replays. Today we have two replays for you, both are tier 9 and both do a great amount of damage. Now, both of these tanks we actually rarely see in our OP replays, and both of them are very, very good tanks. And this one especially, the T30, used to be my favorite tank in the game for such a long time. I absolutely loved the T30. Sorry, I dropped my keys there. So the T30 it's amazing. It's better than the tier 10 version, and Wargaming could actually move this up to tier 10 and swap it with the T110E4. It has a freaking amazing turret, and it has an amazing gun. Penetration, everything like that is great. And just as I say that, he manages to bounce. Yeah, great time in Meadsy. But yeah, if you can get yourself on a ridgeline, the hull is weak. And it is an American tank, so the sides and the rear, everything like that is absolutely weak. But it has good gun depression, and it has an amazing turret, and you need to use that to your advantage. Do not play this tank as a tank destroyer. Yes, it's a tank destroyer, but in fact it's a heavy. Use it as a heavy front line on these ridge lines. Now we are going to watch the rest of this game instead of talking about the tank, and we are watching Muna, and he's going to have a great game. And I love seeing a good T30 battle. Not sure what this E50M is doing here. He's just literally, okay, I'm bored, I'm gonna YOLO, and literally he's just going to get ripped apart. There we go, nice little fire there, 30 HP, and hopefully he gets taken out, because even though he's low hit points, he can still be a pain. A tier 9 tank, medium tank with DPM like that can still be a pain, and now he's gone around that side of the map, he is going to still be a pain. So hopefully we get this. I mean, that was a nice shot. The Shark has an amazing turret, so to get a shot like that off without even aiming was actually really, really good. So the Ferdinand is up here, and the Super Persian is up here as well. Now the thing with the T30 is you don't really have to use Pramo, because the penetration is so good. It's very rarely you have to use Pramo, even when you are coming up against some tier 10 tanks. So the E50, as I've said, he's still getting some kills there, and he's being a pain. And it's now a 4 versus 5. 4 versus 5. He needs to save as many hit points as he can, because that SU-130 PM there is about to get rushed by a few tanks. So he's going to get this shot on the Predator there, and now that has brought him down to a 1 shot. Now he's just backing up. He doesn't want to lose any hit points whilst he's reloading, and he's just going to let the T44 go there. He does get a shot, but he does get penned, and he is now a 1 shot. So I think the best thing he could do here is just stay on the cap for now, just to put a little bit of pressure on the enemy team. I mean, it was 3/4 of a way there anyway, and it is now a 3 versus 4. So with the tank over here, the 50 TP, they need to work together, because they both have a good alpha, and if they work together they can bring these tanks down very, very quickly, just like they did with the Waffle there. And I love the way he is just always trying to use this ridgeline, because that is exactly how you're supposed to use this tank. And that poor E50, not so poor at the moment, because he's still, now look what the E50 has done. He's a 1 shot. He's been a 1 shot for most of the game, and he's just dragged these two around this side of the map aiming at him. So the other 3 tanks, if they were smart enough, they could actually push, but the E50 just messed up a little bit there, and now the 30 is going to get ripped apart. So it's now a 2 versus 3. Definitely need to focus that Waffle there, but I mean, I think here where he is, because it's not the quickest of tanks, he has to take care of this 30. So the 50 TP now had 2 tanks at him, the E75 TS and the Waffle, and he's just going to sit here and try and take care of this Ferdinand. Now the Ferdinand is not a quick tank, so it shouldn't be too hard. Even though the T30 isn't a quick tank either, it shouldn't be too hard to get rid of this guy. But at the minute, he is causing a little bit of a pain because of this rock, and he needs to get there. All while he's going around this rock, his teammate is dying, but finally he does manage to take the kill just as the 50 TP dies. So now the Waffle took him out. He should reload before this Waffle, so he is going to take a shot there from the E75, but he does get a bounce, and that was actually worth the risk. But now if the E75 pushes, the E75 has to push, because you don't want to come up against a hold down T30 with the gun this has got and the turret this has got. He has to push with them hit hit points, he's got no choice. That was a nice roll, high roll there, 800 hit points, and now that has just changed the outcome of this game because he is now a one-shot. He's just going to use this for a bit of protection, and again it gets a nice bounce. So 1200 block damage there, which isn't bad for a T30, and a lot of that didn't even come from the turret. It come from this, as you could just see there, the side shots. And in total he finished on 7,489 damage. Very well played, Muna Hoshinova. Thank you for sending me that replay in. It's been a while since I've seen a good T30 game, to be honest. It's been quite a while. So next up, we are going to watch the Centurion 7-1, and we are watching Chaos Zone. Now, again, I've spoke highly about this tank in the past, and it is only good if you play it correctly. Now, if you look at his loadout, you can't quite see it now, but if you looked at his loadout, he doesn't carry any cheap hesh. He's not one to moan about credits or to worry about credits, obviously. I'm kind of the same, to be honest. I do carry a couple, but I never ever use them because I have 200 million credits. I don't care about credit wasting or anything like that. So you can see I love it when I watch a game like this where straight away he has nothing else on his mind other than shooting hesh, because he already has it loaded. That is a true Centurion 7-1 player and a true FV4202 player when they load up the hesh straight away. When they've got more hesh shells than they do AP or APCR, whatever this holds. Now, luckily for him, he is going to get some side shots here. He's got quite a few side shots, and straight away 419, but he does have a lightweight coming from the side, and there is also another tank cap in C there. So he does need to be careful, but he does have a bit of protection from a heavy here, and as you can see there, like, that is a lightweight. No, doesn't even need to aim with that hesh, doesn't even need to aim, and he's done a big amount of damage, and potentially he's a one-shot now. And the same with this Panzer 58, don't even need to aim, you just shoot him in the side, 487 damage, and already he is now an almost one-shot just from that one shot. That, I mean, look at that, you can pen anywhere into that guy, and that is what I love about these tanks. And I love the fact that he's not afraid to use the HE. He's always got the HE loaded, and he is not afraid to use it, and he doesn't even need to aim. So he gets that nice kill on the 54 lightweight, the T54 lightweight, and the Panzer 58 there takes out the Panzer 58. So now he has one TD on the left, and he has the 53 TP on the right, and again he's going to use the mobility to get around this guy. Because since Wargaming buffed this, look at that. He's even give up. Kill me. He's going to kill you. You don't even need to say this, because there's nothing, and at this point, there is nothing you can do. When you've got a Centurion 7-1 like this behind you, there really isn't nothing you can do. But, I mean, never give up. Never give up, because he does have actually some protection now from the 53 TP. So if he would have at least tried, he might have got him in a different position. And now he's just going to use this guy to hide from the 53 TP. So he hasn't literally lost any hit points yet. And again, I don't think he shot anything other than HE at the moment. 4.3k damage now. It is a 5 versus 4. And as you can see, just look at that pen. Easy as hell. And he does get rid of him for his 3rd kill. So 4.6k damage. And I love the buff Wargaming done this. Wargaming buffing the speed of this up to over 10 kilometers per hour was a great buff. Absolutely great buff. And it has made the tank an absolutely insane tank. Let's see if we can go the whole battle with only shooting HE. I haven't seen this often. You don't see it often. Sometimes you see the odd AP or APCR, whatever shell it has. But so far, he's not used anything other than HE. And there's just 2 tanks left alive. But these are both heavy tanks. But again, get to the side of him, 423 alpha into the side of the Lerva, no problem whatsoever. Now me here, I'd just probably shoot the normal round, but nope, I'm not sure why he's going for the damage here instead of the kill. I would have just gone for the kill, but you know, he's on 6k damage. 2 of his guys are one shot, so he really does need to take care of this Lerva, but instead he's just going for the damage. So that is the one error I would have said about this game, is a bit greedy. No, he shot APCR. How dare you? The first APCR shot of the game, and that is going to be the only APCR shot of the game. But nevertheless, well played. Just that little error at the end, a bit greedy, but he got the job done at 7,349 damage. So well played there, Chaos Zone. So thank you guys for those replays. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all very soon. Bye-bye. With